You found affordable day trading. Welcome to the channel. I'm Don Singletary. And today's featured trade of the week, we're going to talk about using the bracket OCO order. It's a valuable tool to help you control risk and also to plan your strategy. That and more coming up right now. When you're trading, you want your focus to be on making money and enjoying yourself while you're at it. Tastyworks has a great see it, click it, trade it screen with candlestick charts, a trade signal indicator, and over on the left, a watch list with the 4 Micro Eminis. I'm an affiliate of and recommend Tastyworks. All the videos here on the channel use it. The see it, click it, trade it screen. It's very simple. One screen, easy to use. No confusing switching back and forth constantly from one screen or table to another. Now I use this screen you see right now in the more than 145 videos here on the channel. I'm consistent. I've taught one thing or another for over 30 years, and the human brain loves consistency. The less confusion, the more focus, and the better job you're going to do. So I chose Tastyworks to use this unified see it, click it, trade it screen. And today in the live trade, I'm going to show you how I use the bracket OCO order along with the built-in calculator in the Tastyworks software to help set up your trades. I have a free video and file to show you how to configure your watch list and a download setup file that will put all the colors and configurations on your screen to be identical to the same one I use in all 145 plus videos here on the channel. Let's get to it. The featured trade of the week. Why this trade and why now? The trade date is October 6, 2022. Now, this is my view during the whole trade, but when I make the videos, of course, I'll zoom in so you can see them better. First thing I do is get a bird's eye view of the market here. It opens at 9:30 Eastern Time, midday session, of course. This particular trade doesn't begin until 1:30 in the afternoon, 4 hours after the market opening. The most notable thing I see immediately on the screen is that the market is 1:30 is almost the same price where it opened at 9:30. So it's a pretty flat trading market today. It's common knowledge that the first hour of the day, 9:30 to 10:30, and the last hour of the day from 3 until 4 o'clock, are the most active usually, the highest volume. During the midday, there's often a lull that happens Eastern Time between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and it seems on this day that holds true. This is not a day when there are any resounding movements either up or down, so there's no major trend for the day. A great many of your trades in this type of trading are going to be pretty short, often just minutes long. Look at the price action between 12:30 and 1:30. It's just trading in a small band of prices with resistance and support. Prices really haven't been that volatile, especially in the last 15 or 20 minutes. So I shouldn't have to risk very much money in order to short a contract and see if this market does turn down again just for a few points that I can scalp for a couple of bucks. One of the most important things I can point out to beginners at this type of trading, I tried to let the market tell me what it's doing. I didn't try to force my viewpoint. In other words, I'm not trying to guess a turnaround or impose my thoughts onto what the market should or shouldn't do. It doesn't listen to me. It doesn't care. It doesn't even have ears. Look at that MACD in the bottom down there. It says the same thing the candlesticks are saying, like it's supposed to. There's no momentum in either direction. It's very strong here. This isn't rocket science. Just keep things simple. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. The bracket OCO order is really a pretty simple thing. You put in the entry, stop price, and the target. And once you put them in, either the stop or the target, if one is hit, the other order is canceled. Therefore, the OCO, one cancels the other. If you enter the order using the manual method, you'll have to go back and remember to cancel either the stop or the target that hasn't been triggered. The bracket OCO makes that automatic, and it's the easier way to do it. Now, the first step in opening a bracket order is to click on the bid or the asked price. The bid price will give you a sell order, and the Ask price will give you a buy order. So it's click bid to sell and click ask to buy. The next thing, a drop-down window appears with the word bracket. Click on that. The moment you click on bracket, the bracket OCO order box is on the screen. Take the mouse and drag it over to the left side of the screen, and then simply go to the chart icon in the middle of the screen and click that one time. And you're ready to go. And now comes the fun part. I'm going to zero in first on the entry starting point. You see live quotes at 11,625.5. The -1 up top there is the number of contracts, and the minus means you're going to short. And on the bottom is the estimated buying power effect, the amount of money it's going to affect your available account balance. The intraday margin requirement for this trade is about $515. Right now, the Micro Emini trading price of the NASDAQ100 is about 11,628. So I look into the stop loss. I'm making the final adjustments before I enter the trade. I've entered at 11,635 stop. With the live market trading at 11,629, that would be a risk of around $10 to $12 indicated here. You can reset the stop trigger price as many times as you like, and then click the day button down below so that it resets the calculator. The close at profit, also known as the target box, works exactly the same way. I've entered 11,600 here, and the automatic calculator you see estimates my profit at that price at around $45. Now, if you're new to trading, no worries, because the platform has a double entry click. That means you have to say, yes, I want to place this trade at least 2 times before it'll ever actually be activated. So you can relax. You can change these numbers and play around with them as many times as you like, and you don't have to make a trade. You can cancel it anytime you want and begin again. And if you are a beginner, I'm going to say this again because I want you to relax. You should be practicing this stuff. You cannot accidentally send an order unless you click this button. And even after that, there's another screen that will make you confirm you are indeed entering a trade before it goes in. So pull this out, rewind this, take a look at it, practice it until you know it like you're driving a car. If you want to practice this firsthand, you can just go to my broker link in the text below this video, fill out an account application. Now, as soon as the application is approved, you do not have to, you're not obligated to fund the account or ever go live and use it. But you can still do everything I've shown you on this video so far. You can practice and practice and practice, and then make your decision and fund the account, and you can go active in about 24 hours after that. Now, when that account application asks you what kind of account you want to open, choose The Works, THEWORKS. By doing that, you'll ensure you have all the authorizations you'll need on the account. You'll be all set to go and trade the Micro Eminis. Bookmark this video so you'll have it. Then go and hit the broker link in the text below the video. Fill out the application. Remember, The Works is what the type of account is you want, and you'll be good to go when approved. Now let me show you what happened with this featured trade of the week this time. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit so you can get a better look at it, and I'll show you my entry points, my stop loss, and my target coming up right now. I shorted the contract at 11,614.25, and look, immediately over in the right margin, red circle, the market's already down to 11,610, now 11,608. Now, since I'm trading in the midday lulls here, I didn't have high expectations for this trade, but what's happening is I'm coming down to, so I've almost got like $18 or $20 profit in here, and you wouldn't believe the number of times you get in this situation and all of a sudden your unrealized gains just disappear completely and in a hurry. I moved my target up to 11,602.75 and move it up again to 11,605, and my target is hit and I'm out of the trade. I have said before on camera that some trades take longer to plan than the trade actually lasts. And that's what happened with this one. It was less than 2 minutes. I made $18.50. The drawdown was none. And that's always a great sign that your trade selection was spot on. Now this chart is about half an hour after I closed the trade. The trade took place in that blue rectangle from 130 to 135. All the trade was inside that one candle. I sold at 11,614 and closed at 11,605. And you can see by 155 all the way back up to 11,639. If there's one part of this video I want you to remember, this is it right now. Take a look at this chart. It's a mess. All the drawings. I was in a trade from 130 till about 131 and a half. And what you're looking at with all those markings and arrows everywhere is the next 30 minutes. Even in the midday lull, look at the volatility. Up and down, green and red, green and red. There's no technical indicator. There's no fortune teller. There's no system that you're going to know what's going to happen in such a short time period as 10 or 20 or 30 seconds. It just doesn't work that way. And you'll never find it that way. So, I only made $18.50 on this trade. With a genius of hindsight, maybe I could have made $24 instead of $18. The difference is very small. Now, the very important point I'm trying to make is that you don't know. In this kind of trading, you always have to make decisions before you have all the facts. I'm asking you now, if you're learning this type of trading, to accept that it's not going to change. Your win rate's not going to go from 55 or 60% up to 80, 90, or 95%. It has nothing to do with how good a trader you are. There are just too many variables in this type trading. It's inherently risky. The flip side of that is we have the potential to make immediate profits. So let's take a look at what just happened here. We made $18.50. Not exactly life-changing money, but I'm excited about it. And let me tell you why. Because the purpose of this entire channel is to show you how to trade with these smaller 1/10 size contracts. Now, we made $18.50 today off of an initial margin deposit of $520. That's a 3.5% return. You'd have to have that $520 in the bank savings account for over a full year to make what we made in 90 seconds here. Now, $18.50 is a small amount of money. But the payoff is if you work hard and practice and learn how to do this, and I have to say, it's not for everybody. The failure rate is really high. And that's a better reason to be trading with the 1/10 size smaller contracts. If it doesn't work out for you, which it won't for a lot of people, you're not going to spend a fortune trying to learn how to do it. So I think the Micro E-minis give us hope. We can use this 1/10 size to get up to speed and then trade 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 contracts, or even go to the full E-minis over time. And our $18.50 would have been $185 in the same 90 seconds. Now, thousands of people have used my book to get started. And I got to tell you, if I'm honest, my book is also about 1/10 size. It doesn't teach you all kinds of futures. It only teaches one type of futures trading, day trading the Micro E-minis, so you can scale up to bigger and better things later. That's all it does. There's a lot of free things for you in the description text below the video. A free trade simulator, 2 playlists for beginners to help you get a kickstart to this thing. It's all free along with 145 other videos on the channel. Be sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when we put up new trades about once each week. And do me a favor, if you will, the way I determine the content for the videos here on the channel, I want you to hit the like button if you want to see another video similar to the one you've seen today. I tally those, and it would really be helpful if you would let me know. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Don Singletary, I hope every day is a payday for you. Thank you.